Alright, so we're back. Sorry about that. Had one solid, interesting fight. Used my normal token beatdown deck. It went alright. I'll go ahead and do another one. Depending on how this goes, depending on how the fights go, it might actually be a lot of fun, just because of how, like, weird it is. Oh, I didn't take out the card I was supposed to take out. Dang it. This ban list also doesn't make any sense. I'll go ahead and banning certain parts of the engine, but not the rest of it, is weird. Because I get how, like, what was it, Faithful Adventure? It doesn't work because the rest of the cards are banned, but you should at least ban it. Just so you don't have to sit there and forget to not take it out. Just me saying that I left it in the deck. I didn't have a big O stamp on it, so I didn't remove it. Also, really? So, what? Each time your opponent search summons a monster, roll a 6-sided die, and return all of those monsters to the hand with the current level. That's the same as the result. Okay. How about we don't? So really? Set Called by the Grave? Alright. What is this? You control... While you control a, your opponent... Oh yeah, if a monster is sent from the field to the opponent's graveyard. Yeah. What can I go into? Really? Oh, that's Rebo. Okay. Let's see what they do. Harpy's Feather Duster. I crack their backfield, they crack mine. Fist on the Unrivaled Penny. Let's just get a really big beat stick out. Hello. It's always fun to see. Okay. A Dark Sanctuary deck? But you have only 2 cards left in hand. I don't expect them to attack, so this Mirror Force is pretty much dead in my hand. And I can't synchro into a 13. Alright. Every time. Okay, so the idea is to burn me to death. Alright. I like it. What is it that I set? Mirror Force. I should have set Fist of the Unrivaled Tenyi. That would have been a good idea. Alright. Gave me a Kaiser. Okay. I mean, I can attack with a smaller monster, you're right, but I don't really know what the point of that was. Basically discourages you trying to have a big set of cards. It's fine, Infinite Impermanence is a completely pointless endeavor. Right there. Let's just go for game then. Here, Phoenix. This is the one. This is the one you should have done that to. All right. will. Okay, it's probably automatically heads. But yeah, got it wrong twice. So he was already in that position because of the fact the coin gods did not favor him. It's alright. I think the idea maybe is that everybody wants to do something else, right? I hadn't seen the ban list because no one's actually talked about it. Not any of the popular YouTubers anyway. So I don't really know what is banned other than maybe like staple cards. Because Unchained is not banned mostly. The extra but man, going second with this hand? Oh, going first. It's not a great set. I really don't need 2 cosmic compasses. So what I'm gonna do is actually just T-set and go. Just in different positions than a traditional T, you know. Left corner, just because I prefer it. Bottom right corner, just because I prefer it. Like the 2 most optimal positions when the first 2 cards you put down. I'm really confused. Oh. Neat. Insect swarm? Well, it says destroy it, but it doesn't say negate it. Oh no! Also, it's in back position. Oh no! If that stays on the field, it's gonna be a big token. Oh no! This is not helpful. This is hilarious and not helpful. Yeah, you kaiju into copycat. Copycat, of course, selects my kaiju. Hey, it didn't say for each counter, you use one of the following effects. Return only one of the link 7 place 1 counter on this card for each insect monster material. 3 of them. You can remove 1 counter from this card, special summon 1 monster. Okay. Is this like Bug Turbo? Wow, he's having to think pretty hard. Yeah, he's really working through this whole process. He still has his tokens. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, send the top card of their deck to the graveyard. Oh, I'm not worried about that. If you keep 3 on the field, I'd be perfectly happy with that. Or not 3, 2. Of course, if you put a 3rd body on the board, I'd be even happier. Cosmic Compass would definitely appreciate that. I'm not seeing any I'm not seeing any downsides. Of course, that's going to be the first one to swing. That's not a token. I'll take 28 to the face. And mill 1. It'll matter. Nah, it didn't matter. It kind of did, but it kind of didn't. No sets. Wow. Alright. Sweet. Alright, so I want to kaiju this card specifically because it's a quick effect, and this card I'm not worried about. So If we kaiju into... It's a quick effect. It gives them a big body. 1, 2, 3. Compasses have no attack or defense, so they would only be at 1,000. Did he have it set off? He has no insects in the grave. I got you. I got you. Alright, if we Nightmare Phoenix... If we Nightmare Phoenix these two, we can just get rid of one card. Right? And then what's our 3? Big Chungus for 3k? I'm not seeing how this is not triggering. Well, if I give him this... Well, I gotta keep a normal monster, right? Let's see. This is a bad idea just because... I probably should have normal... Well, I can't normal summon it now. The only thing I'm worried about is that one. I know Token Stampede is a little redundant right now. He attacks into it. All tokens, also they can destroy, yeah, not normal monsters, just tokens. I don't really know what I could have done better. I'm just still confused on how Nightmare didn't trigger. That's a non-effect monster, and it's unaffected by monster effects. I will absolutely activate the card and draw 2. Oh, holy cow. Did I just draw the 2 worst cards in the entire deck? Okay. Well, that's not funny. Alright, this looks like it's gonna be weird. Because I'm familiar with Giant Ballpark only slightly. Because I feel like it's just going to do the thing where, like, it attacks, it tosses a card, and then you special summon the other 2, and then you just point and shoot everything. Which in and of itself wouldn't help that much. Yeah, the link. Malevolent Sin. Zero monster opponent controls, banish it into your opponent's next step by phase at the end of the end step. That doesn't work. I think you're allowed to pitch the material, but then there isn't a choice? Or it's a choice, yeah, and then it just doesn't do anything, yeah. You're allowed to do everything, it just doesn't mean anything. So something like field spell with this, or Giant Chungus of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, basically is just kind of an unremovable card. That you just have to, you know, If he had Nightmare Phoenix, that would have been smarter because of the field spell. Does this have the, if you have it, I have it? Everyone controls the kaiju? Yes, it does. Okay, so I could always kaiju some problematic card like this, bring out my own, crash them, because it's a special summon on both sides, but before that do copycat. Problem is that he's going to have, what is it? I can't do Nightmare Phoenix because Nightmare Phoenix is gone. Take metal damage, you can make neither player take any damage, and then send a card to the grave. I'm really... oh my god. I am actually drawing every single terrible card in my deck. No joke. This is insane. Can I just cancel it? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna get rid of that card. Bring in Copycat, use Copycat's effect, and steal to become a 33. I'm gonna pretend like I have a backboard card. I have 3 more materials. There's no normals. No, there's no normals. I can make Link 2 and go for a dark, even though he doesn't have any darks. Alright, well that doesn't help any. Can we just go into battle? The effect doesn't go off. I don't know what negative effects happen here, and I don't care if I throw this match. I can sit on effects and do nothing with them. Okay. So yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. No. It's not a once per turn. I know that it's not a once per turn. Okay, anyway. Also, he special summoned something. No, it was an effect monster. You're right. Those are normals. This is pretty much the only way to get around my field spell, is special summoning normal monsters. He has a target, yes, and unfortunately, if he can actually steal Copycat, he actually has a way to kill my card. But, like I said, I'm not worried about throwing this match at all. I'm more interested in just seeing what'll happen. Absolutely, we'll draw 2 cards. Watch, I'll draw 2 cards that I like, that will make it to where it's like my 4th copy of each card. Like, I feel like that's it. I feel like my deck hates me right now. You can discard 1 card and target 1 other insect card you control. Equip. Okay. He's just going for that specific one. You can target 3, shuffle them, draw 1. Okay. I think he's just trying to dig. Is that what it is? I don't know if that's a problem or not. You're special summon, but also can cannot attack this turn. Also, you can special attack. If a face-up insect monster you control is destroyed, you can summon a token. Monster in your graveyard, special summon. Well, that's not special summoning. Face-up against monster you control is destroyed by battle card effect. Okay. Okay, I'm glad you took damage. That's helpful. I hope he sees a line, because I don't see one. just doing so many link sets, it almost feels like it's just not a lot. It's like they're scrambling, even though they can't take damage originally, but now they can. Yeah, Goki pull, although admittedly I do forget what it does. Okay. There's only one card they can go for. There's only one monster they can destroy. Copycat, which, funny enough, I have another Copycat, which is pretty terrible. But I do have Mirror Force, so I have Protection, Lightning Storm, somehow if my whole board just gets completely wiped. It's just a good backup card-ish. But no, B-Trooper, I think B-Trooper, the B-Trooper spell, field spell, ruined their ability to survive because they have to find a way to get rid of the my field spell. On top of that, if they use the effect... Okay, this is one way to do it. While this Link Summon card has 3,000 or less attack, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects, also cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. You cannot special summon monsters except insect monsters. You contribute 1 insect, special summon, the card gains 2,000. Okay, yeah. I mean, yes and no. This still doesn't do anything, because it's one card. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, I think. If you tribute 1 insect, you're going to be tributing your own monster. That made no sense at all. That was his one... That was the one monster that could have killed my thing. It was equal and couldn't die to battle. What are you doing? You target one same monster in your graveyard and one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, place the targeted monster. Well, that doesn't work. This card is monsters you can add 1 spell or trap from your deck. That's it. I still don't know what you're doing. You get 1 spell, right? I didn't target because it didn't do its in-hand special summon. Fusion summon 1 insect fusion monster from your extra deck. Use a monster from your hand or field as fusion materials. This card is in your graveyard. Or a set, you can banish 2 insect monsters from your graveyard and add this card to your hand. Okay, so it's a fusion card, but... What are you doing? I have another Copycat in hand. I technically have game. Actually, I don't even need to use it. I could just go into battle phase and swing. I know that that probably will inadvertently end in my cards being destroyed by some, you know, shenanigans, but I mean, like, what's preventing me from attacking? It's unaffected, so whatever they have cannot affect me. Okay, you get a token. Okay, that does technically prevent you from dying. It's a singular token. We're gonna set that as a backup strat, and then just pass it again. The only way I would have won, I wouldn't have, because it's a 2,000 attack monster. It's actually benefiting literally from my token stampede, which is not good, but I don't see it staying. Yeah, why did you set it? No one asked you that, no one told you you had to set it. Yeah, setting it was not a bluff. I was going to attack you anyway. All 4. All 4 cards. Okay. It's only if I get a card effect until the end of your next turn. At the end of the battle phase, you can target one insect monster with 3,000 less attack and you can special summon it. Okay. I know, right? Like, pick the biggest thing you've got and just kill your life points. That would be amazing. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what they were doing. I may never know. I'm gonna save it anyway. That was, yeah, that was incredible. The only thing I will say is, if they had no idea how to pilot the deck, then they were just clicking buttons. Nothing about what they were doing seemed even remotely logical. And, like, I'm sorry, but that was really slow and really terrible to watch. Man. I feel like I had like 20 minutes of my life. No! Good thing I run 2, because man, if I ran only 1, this would be such a painful card in my hand. Hold on. Let's just go ahead and activate this. We'll have this in hand, which is gonna be terrible, but I don't know. I'd rather just deal with it. Okay. There's no point in summoning this card at all. I don't really see a point in doing that. Actually, it's really surprising that it fits all 3 of these, or all 4 of these, actually. Let's just go with the Old Faithful of 7. And probably pass? If I normal summon this, I can actually go into a second card. I know this is really cringy, but a lot of times people will do the plays without realizing it. I probably should have done Sunseed Genius. Looking back at it, I probably should have done the Sunseed first, just because my field spell would have been live. It would have probably been smarter. Also, have we gotten a kaiju like every game so far? It almost seems like everybody's running kaijus. Which again, danger is one thing, it's not kaijus. Kaijus I don't think is a whole set, so it doesn't make sense for those to be legal. There it is. Every game. Every single game, I think it's just been kaijus. Like, everybody's doing kaiju effects. Well, now I have a normal monster on the field. Yes. I will totally draw 2 cards. Absolutely. That's great, and I still haven't taken that card out because I just keep playing because I keep winning instead of realizing I need to stop. Crap. Okay. The otter cannot be destroyed. The otter cannot be destroyed because of... Ooh, good gravy. It's a light monster. Holy cow, it's a light monster. That's actually really cool. If anything survives, I'm leeching. Oh, it's gone. Why are you chaining so long? Are you you're trying to make a way to OTK me, aren't you? You are. Yeah, you're trying to... actually, that's it. Right? No, it's 100 off? Is it swinging twice? Is that what it is? What's it gonna hurt? No, why are you swinging at that? Okay. Yeah, you were making a... That was wild. Okay. I'm not ashamed, I'll save it. That was really cool. Where are you? There you are. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, there's not a lot I want to change. I know I want to add... I don't want to add barrier statue. Actually, funny enough, that probably wouldn't hurt me. Earth. Well, okay. Dark, earth, water. Hey, it would kind of hurt me. Never mind. Oh, they're banned anyway. Does that mean Fluwanderee's earth or wind barrier statue is banned? That would be nice. This is banned, even though I still don't like reading that card. It just doesn't make any sense. Wow, there's some really oppressive cards that are still legal, actually. Some very oppressive cards that are still legal in this, which doesn't make any sense. Immediately after this effect resolves, link summon one link monster using monsters you control as materials. I do love World Legacy Awakenings. I just hadn't figured out a deck that I would like it to be in. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, I don't have much that's banned. This makes sense. This one, not so much. This one, of course. The reason I don't run hand traps in this deck is because I'm not trying... I really am not trying to play it like it's a competitive deck, because as much as like having hand traps is a good idea, sometimes I just want to play the deck, not, you know, draw into an Ash Blossom that may or may not get used. Sure, the opponent most likely will do anything that might cause the Ash Blossom to trigger, but I think at the end of the day, it's like, is it really worth it? For this event, I would do it, I think, just kind of as a ha-ha. But where is that card? I could have sworn I favorited it. Unless I didn't? Okay, well, I'm gonna look it up anyway. Okay, now is it there? Thank you. If I happen to have 4 face-up level 1 monsters on the field, I can actually summon a 5k beat stick off of them. Now, obviously that's not as entertaining as just doing a bunch of link summoning, but I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I took the 1 card out that I need to take out, so we're set. Can't hear the audio, but if you hear someone else talking, apologies. Yeah. I would say that going second, that's not how I would like to do it, but going second is preferable. This is actually really funny. What is it? Universal Adapter? Leeching the Light. If I happen to get a kaiju, I can't OTK the opponent, but I could stall long enough to do so. And the opponent has a connection issue. Is this going to be a problem? I can't say that I'm familiar with the Mayakashi. Okay, it's the opposite to the graveyard synchro zombie deck. Kind of opposite. It's still synchroing, but it's the opposite tribe. I don't think I've actually properly fought a Mayakashi deck. It's always the other one. I don't mind playing, I really don't, but sometimes when it's these, like, bad connection situations, or players who don't know how to run the deck, it tends to really drag out games. It's probably the main reason why I don't really commit to streaming as much as I should. Just because for me it's like, oh, streaming a couple hours is fine, but a couple hours of sitting around waiting for people to play the game is really taxing. looked like a link, not a it was. Okay, if they're all water, Leeching the Light's not going to work at any point. Well, okay, water and fire. Let's say they're not light. If none of them are light, Leeching the Light actually never will trigger. Sunset gets me into a card that lets me survive one form of combat. And that's a stall tactic. That's if they don't have a way to, like, destroy it or something. Just like everybody's Kaiju likes cards. Every time. That's crazy that Kaiju... Why are you giving me a bigger beat? Negate any active effects of your opponent's banished monsters. Monster special summoned from the graveyard or monster effect is activated in the graveyard. You can target one other face-up monster in the field, change the attack to 0, and if you do, negate its effect. That doesn't do anything. Also, yeah, this card is ridiculous. Why'd you activate it? Yeah, good job. It's a 0 now. You negate any activated effects of your opponent's banished monsters if a monster is special summoned from the graveyard or a monster effect is activated. It's all graveyard specific. That's it. Fist on the Unrivaled Tenyi would be good on Sunseed. So would Universal Adapter. This is basically just set a normal monster pass. What does this do? If the set card is destroyed, or a monster effect is activated, you control a face-up non-effect monster, negate the activation. Oh, negate it, but it doesn't do anything. Okay. Do I really... I really need one of my cards to be... I really need this. But... This doesn't... This isn't live. Do I have faith? Do I decide to have faith and turn off one of my cards? Just to have a card that says you can't punch me? You punch me and then I'll get life back and then, you know, nothing will happen. If I had gone into a battle, I probably could have punched it with the seed. And that would have actually been fine. I also love how his account name is free. That's funny. Does that mean that he's free, or that any battle that he does is free? I love the aesthetic, though. It's like for the player looking at my board. It's like this nice big Crusadia board. Oh, he went to battle. Okay. Well, you can't target it, so good luck realizing that and reading. Go ahead and punch me. It's okay. I need a free Link monster on the board anyway. Also, I'm pretty sure I don't have any graveyard effects that will ever trigger. There's no point in activating that. I'll activate it on my turn if I need to get rid of this card. Possibly. Activate. And then the battle phase is, I believe, forcefully turned off. No, it's turned off if he attacked again into Sunvine because it cut the damage in half. Yeah. Then he goes to main phase 2. What? You're not doing anything? What is your hand? Well, we're gonna have to look at our extra deck and see if I can't... Ah, there it is. I think I'm gonna do it anyway. If we activate... No, well... If we activate this, we tribute these two, take their cards, and then use them. Because that's really the only thing I could see myself doing. Okay. And then, what can we do here? Phoenix? I hate to do this, just to throw something on the board for no real reason, but yeah, okay. Yeah, no, we have targets. Change to attack position, which doesn't really matter. If I get Earth, they don't have Earth. Okay. So then, if I go into this, no, it's going to require 3. Because, 2 flashes effect monsters. It didn't show up originally, so I guess you have to use all 3. I have a normal monster. Yeah. Sure. Alright, well, you can no longer have the board, because I used the card to eat it. Now be destroyed by battle with an effect monster, if you know... Yeah. So any effect monster that is summoned basically is forfeit. You cannot actually destroy it. It'll hurt me, but I can't destroy it. This token deck, it's a weird bag because I think there's at least a few different ways that you can build this. Like, depending on what cards you want to have in your hand and or in the deck and stuff like that, the extra deck. But it's mainly just put tokens on the board and try to do an OTK. Depends on if you're able to do it or not. Leeching the Light is pretty much the main way you want to do that. Alright, which one are you doing? I'm assuming it's the back row. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just prevent that from happening. We're not saving much. Because the thing you could say to yourself is like, well, if this cracked, you would have had a much bigger monster. It's like, well, to be completely fair, I don't really want to lose that card. And then this will keep this alive because it can't be destroyed by a battle with a monster, with effect monster. So if they make it big enough, I can just make it to where it's a trade, but my monster stays. And then I'll just try to attack again. Each deck can have the ability to like target, destroy, and stuff like that, but I feel like you would just need the right circumstance in any given fight for that. If it's the card I think it is. What is it? Pay 1,000 life points and target only... and target 1... Well... I really wish you had targeted the other card. I 100% do. No, banishing. You're right. That is not the card I want you to target. Thank you. It'll go into a 5. It's just gonna, yeah, it's just gonna do the climb again. It's just gonna try to go into a big enough card to fight this card. Just have an effect that might just pop it. Also, yeah, these cards that just really special summon themselves over and over and over, it's very broken. Like, it's hard for me to get any that kind of recursion or benefit. Like, I have to play Melffys if I want that kind of plus. Leeching the Light. None of them are light. Still not light. You can special summon one monster from your hand or graveyard and then by banishing when this field. This card is banished. You can target one piece of monster opponent controls destroyed. Banish, target a card and destroy it. And this is only unaffected by battle. Good lord, look at this. He started with 1 card, and then he basically just willed 4 more cards onto the field. Like, that's insane. That's an insane style of just putting crap on the board. You only single monster in your position. Yeah, see, it's just gonna special summon itself in the graveyard. You can have each player send the top 3 cards of the deck to the graveyard. To be honest, like, I'm not even that worried about winning this fight. I'd rather just quit. Simply because of this. Like, I can't stand decks that'll take, like, 5-hour turns, especially with a bad connection like they have, just to do plays. It's like, I'd rather just move on to the next fight because it'll take less time than to sit here and wait. I mean, I get the idea is that once you climb so high, there is really nothing to worry about, right? Because they're just going to keep doing it. With 7 to 9, and then maybe... But then they would be done, then they would just bounce off of another target. It's a lot of if it's special summoned from the graveyard effects, constantly showing up, but no effects applying, period. Also secretly hoping that they time out. They just do all of that to Link? No, just 11. I mean, honestly, they could pop this card and I wouldn't even be that mad about it because I'm just waiting for them to pop this card. The final card that I need them to actually pop. What is going on here? None of that made sense. I'm in a position where I can't win anymore, but still. There's no light monster. Let's see, isn't this the only one that I'm worried about? I'd rather crash into that. Both of these special summon themselves. This card is in your graveyard because this turns card was sent to the graveyard. You can target one non-tuners summon in your graveyard, banish both it and this card, and if you do special summon one single monster from your extra deck, whose levels. Yeah, so that's how you would get that effect off. Pop that card and get rid of it. And then just punch this. You can banish one other zombie monster in your graveyard, and if you do special summon this card. Okay, so that's the cycling effect. Okay. All non-effect monsters on the field are unaffected by monster effects. Okay. You can destroy one monster your opponent controls. By monster effects. Oh, yeah, duh. Of course it's a monster effect. It's like, don't worry, I read the effect correctly. I just keep forgetting. It's part of a non-effect line. For some reason, my brain categorizes it as a non-effect monster, even though I just use it to pop a card. I mean, at this point, like, yeah, sure, you could summon more stuff, but I mean, you might as well literally just punch me. Like, there's no point in getting greedy and, like, shooting anything. I honestly would love to stream this event, I think, several times. And each time that I stream it, I'm gonna do one deck the entire way. Because not only is it funny, but fun as well. Also, that's like almost a perfect hand. It's not, if you want to be completely technical, it's not, but it's really funny and it's great. Set Scapegoats, set Scapegoat, and then set the other two. It's set for pass, but it's really funny. Also, why did you preempt? What? Okay, anyway. Like, that was like, halfway. That was like a terrible Maxi. You never preemptively use Maxi. Ever. I get that you want value off of the card, but there's no reason to do that. Because you just tossed a card for no reason at all. You have to be smart about your Maxi. And the best part is like, if you think that you did that, and which prevented me from playing my turn, no, my turn went exactly the way I wanted it to. Because I'll put 4 Scapegoat tokens. Bad hand and was waiting for me to do something? I don't know. I will say I did not go and save the battle, but it's just because I don't care. There's certain decks that I really am not that worried about or concerned about. I'm gonna stick to it. I said it once, I'm gonna stick to it, I'm gonna go second. No matter how much of a detriment that is, the card might be going second. If there's a hash in the deck, certain cards like going second. I'm not that worried about my Kashi. Certain decks are not fun to watch. Speaking of zombies. I'm pretty sure there is a Mayakashi or one of them on there, so it makes sense that people are running this deck. Also, possibly makes sense that this is like a strong contender, so it's worth using. But as soon as I switch to Melffy's, it's game on, because I'm going first. I can help it. Every time. That is the going first deck. Please tell me that's not literally all you're doing. Oh. If your one's on monster special summon for your deck, this card is banished, you can target. What do I want to do? Because this is another situation of like, activate this. Normal summon Sunseed. If I kaiju this, it causes me an issue because I'd have to deal with this card. But if I normal summon this, I'll get the effect of getting a token, which obviously this is not a This is not a card you would want to open with. Problem is that because of the field spell, I really want to make sure I just have a body on the board. Because they seem to continue to want to kaiju no matter what. I'm going to cancel that. I guess that's true. If I normal summon this and then have this on the field, if they have 2 bodies, I can steal them to interrupt their turn. And it's at the end of until my end phase. Yeah, let's normal summon this and see if it sticks. Because they may just take care of it. If they read it, they realize it actually doesn't do anything. Yep. Okay. I know the field spell is not live, but it could be live by the time they do anything. Everyone's zombie monster then target 2 cards of the field, destroy them to banish 1 I mean, this is slightly funny. The effect gets to go off during my turn. If we're going to be doing graveyard decks, then yeah, I'm going to have to at least find a way to add back in graveyard hate, because man, I genuinely do not feel like dealing with multiple cases of everybody play graveyard zombies, because holy cow, I will pull my hair out. Well, it went to the graveyard. It will have 2k attack? No, both of them will have 2k. Oh, and I do get to draw. Sweet. I'm still basically getting what I want. You have a negate? Yep. Well... Really? With 2 cards in hand, you're just gonna straight up infinite impermanence and add. Okay. Yeah, someone's being a tryhard in a casual event. That's awesome. Well, of course they said that, even though they're sending it now because now it actually is. Was that a one turn? Okay. So who's to say I don't just kaiju possibly the one target you have left on the board? You make the top 5 cards of your deck. If you do, you can add 1 light or dark monster. You can banish 1 light dark monster and summon this card from your graveyard, but banish it and leaves the field. True, it has recursion, so it brings itself back. Face up, spell or trap or monster activates effects. Okay. Leeching V Light. I have a question. If I leech the light a 3k, right, then it's a 4k, and me read these. Banished if it did leave. You can banish one light and one dark monster from your hand and or graveyard, except this card. Special summons card from your graveyard and banish it when it leaves the field. So it can come back one more time. Dark and doesn't have a light. Wait, there's no light. I know which light it is. It's gonna be that one. This is gonna be weird. Let's see, if I turn that into Spider, or somebody's someone else from your hand. I don't have one. I can replace this with this and still actually get its effect. Actually, no, I wouldn't, because oh wait. Earth? Or I can have a 0 and a 17, which would be pretty big. Right, trade 2 monsters. No, yeah, you would get a an 18 and a 17. Sure. Like I said a minute ago, this is just casual. I'm just... activate this monster effect, yeah. So I set myself up to actually fail. That's my bad. I still have a way to bring back that card. Man. I guess if I had a brain... I did normal summon already. That hurts. If I live... which is a big... I feel like that's a big if. I think that's the biggest thing, is like, I don't know how to watch what I'm doing. Yeah, that's lethal. I'm gonna go ahead and let him have it. I made such a huge mistake. I could have just powered them and punched everything. Of course, you know. What is this like? Until the end phase, yeah. So they only would have been big for a short amount of time, but I would have gotten 2 draws. Okay, you can stop flexing, I'm really dead. They literally had games that could have swung, and they're just gonna sit there and flex by special summoning stuff. I don't care. Literally, could care less. When you have game, just swing. Don't waste everyone's time. I had no card. I have 1 card in hand. Said it once, I said it again. I'm going second. I don't want to. There's so many cards I'd like to be set here. Scapegoat would love to be set with Mirror Force and Token Stampede and all that stuff. If I don't have to what is with these players that scoop after setting 1 card? Is there another rampaging group of bots that just have no idea how to play the game again? I set a card. Oh, never mind. I thought it was like priority shift. Yeah, so what can happen is if they swing, if they even decide to play, if they swing into it, I'll get 4 tokens. Suships. Really? Okay. 5 with no effect. 4. The other one was a 4. Because of the draw a card effect. Main phase or your opponent's battle phase, you can target one face-up opponent's opponent controls up to the number of monsters you can transfer to negate their effects. Oh. Well, as long as it's the battle phase, they can negate. Oh, they can negate its effects as a quick effect. And it can attack directly. Apparently it can attack directly. So we're just gonna activate it. If you're not gonna give me my ghosts, I'm not gonna let you swing. Well, the problem is the quick effect, it could have just turned its effect off. Which man, that would have been terrible. I would have actually been, like, devastated. We'll just go ahead and activate it during his turn. Just one less card I have to activate. When a card or effect is activated, it includes any of these effects, adds a card from the graveyard, special summons from the graveyard, banishes from the graveyard. Oh yeah, I have Graveyard Hate, except it's in the form of one card. I'm going to... What does this do? Oh, I'm going to flip summon Escape Ghost. Yes. Still going to do it in defense position. Okay, I have several pieces of material. Also, that's kind of funny, but not. Dark? No, fire. Do I have a card I can toss? Yes and no. Yes. Universal Adapter, crack that card. I was gonna say, I know you shouldn't poke the bear, but yeah, it had no targets. I know I probably should have just done this instead. But I'm actually tempted to make a big body. Why can't I do the other ones at the moment? I am now realizing I probably made a terrible choice. Oh, I know exactly why I can't make anything. I'm so not used to this thing. I really am not. Okay, I cannot OTK. Oh, I will state that right now. Avermax is really funny. Well, this is like someone who's around, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also, their monsters cannot target monsters for attacks at this one once per turn. Is Avermax even a good choice here? Another monster special summon from dueling. I think I just want to go for a big body. Into a singular 3k beat stick, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. feel like all they're going to do is just do other Sue ship effects, and I probably should have gone into Abramax just so I actually had a board presence. Yeah. That's what I get for not consolidating into that fact. I'm also pretty sure I'm dead. Hello. Currently regretting a misplay that I made because I didn't go into Abramax to avoid destruction attacks. Okay, 22 poke. No, it's a 44. I don't think there's any... I don't know if there's a single draw. I wasn't worried. I don't know if there's a single thing I could draw that would help me right now. Well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I'll just have Zeus. I mean, a kaiju probably wouldn't hurt. Oh, no. I guess I'll just take my KO. Really? Okay. Leeching the light. It's a light monster. That's funny. Yeah. Ooh, what's the smart play here? Yeah, just send all of the cards in the field to the graveyard. Ash Blossom. Go in attack position. Leeching the light. There's some really interesting cards that are light monsters. Yeah, he has. Yeah, I was gonna say he has to. Whoever the player is has to do this because I'm about to crash and get rid of his monster. Yeah. I would say the first, what, 3 or 4 matches were fine, but I am starting to get rotated into other fights where I'm having a hard time keeping up. I'll be honest, I think I'm gonna have to take back my stance. I was like fully okay committing to the game. If I have any cards that need to be activated, hey, by the way, there you go. Here's a whole bunch of cards that need to be activated. Going second. That's what I get for backpacking. Yes! I got rid of that. That works for me. Let's see. Anybody who looks at that is just going to be like, what are you doing? I'm also sitting here going, why have I consistently drawn this one specific card so often? It's like, so many turns I would prefer... I am not kidding. Every single time. That's actually not a bad card. I I mean, alright. If that's what you want to do. Because I can copycat and just crash so you don't have a monster anymore, but, you know, I think I'd rather just summon this. I get 1 token, but kind of whatever at this point. What can I do? I was gonna say no, it's a fire. There's nothing to pop. And there's really no reason to do any of that, honestly. You might like using the whole game control of your monster, but I kind of like the whole punch you with my monster thing. My monster big. If I go into... Well, I can't go into anything. The only thing I could go into is, like, what? If my sponsor go to attack, you can contribute this card, change the monster. Yeah. Let's just make Link Rebo. That doesn't increase my choices, does it? It was a light monster, so I can't do that. Link Rebo is the best play because if they decide to swing again, they won't have a monster to swing with for 0 attack power. It's the only defense I have. Well, what was that? Kaiju takes something back. What are you playing? Why are you even playing this game? Please inform me as to why you're playing this game if you have 3 cards in hand and can't do anything. Holy cow. Also, I'm not doing that. I know what effect is triggering. It's like, I'm not doing that. Copycat cannot copy anything. That is the one thing I will say. Copycat does ultimately, I think, hurt the deck maybe more. Because all it is just summon something huge and crash, but it is basically a normal summon, remove anything. If it can be destroyed by battle. I can't, it's very difficult for me to figure that out. I don't know, I know what the connection failed most likely was. It was, them exiting out of the app. Here, let's go back and check our rewards real quick. 18, wow, that's a lot. I appreciate it. Duel and Exhibition, Normal Summon, Special, Activate or Spell or Trap. Okay, how much do I have? 17? And I need to grab these. Yeah, 7 days left. I was just worried about getting to 50, not for either of these, but because of these two, actually. And then just, if I can get to 50 on the Battle Pass, I'm good. I'm not even that hurt about the rest of it. And if I remember correctly, I think I added up all of the gems. It's not a bad amount of gems. Like, it essentially still kind of pays for itself, but you would, like, for me, I would have to get to 50 for it to pay off. Let's see, we've been live for an hour and 30 minutes. I'm definitely not done. But I will say, playing one deck for a long period of time, it is starting to, like, cause me to be a little unnerved. Just because, like, yeah, I'm getting a little itchy. It's like, I need my the two best answers I can give to that is, one, content. I need to at least win or experience an interesting enough fight to save it. Oh, this is really good. This is a couple of good cards, actually. Okay, no Ash. No response. I both hate your portrait. I both hate your portrait and your sleeves. There is response to special summoning a monster? Is it max C? Okay, end phase. No response, okay. But there could have been. I can summon a monster and get enough tokens to make something. Kaiju, they're a boss monster. Cannot be punched directly, so they have to go into Scapegoat. Scapegoat scores flips, gives me tokens. What was this again? Double armed. And in either case, possibly be able to steal 2 monsters that they currently have. Gladiator Beasts. Oh boy. That's not great. I can live with it, but man, is this not going to be fun. This effect should go off. At the male fail phase of card battles, you can shuffle into the deck, special summon 1 gladiator monster. Isn't this... Wouldn't this chain? Wouldn't you swing multiple times over and over and over and over and over? Okay, well... Now I'm definitely ending the battle phase. Now I'm definitely ending the battle phase, because I will take those for myself, thank you. Alright, well, fine. I don't get to keep one of them because of its own effect. Its own proprietary effect, but still. I'm going to just go ahead and activate this. Let's see... I kind of want to pop that card. If I use this as material, I would have to use this as material, and I think this is material, and that would put me in a situation where I could pop 2 cards, maybe. I definitely don't like that back card. I don't have much of a contingency, but it's fine. Also, I could swing with a 26, and even normal summon this. Or just make a 26 that cannot be beaten to death. I have all non-effect monsters on the field are unaffected by monster effects. Okay, that just sounds like a much better effect. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. While I have a field spell, I honestly would just try to make cards that cannot be affected by... Let me double read that. By monster effects, yeah. Spells and traps are still fair. I don't feel like normal summoning it. I don't feel like being greedy. Like I said, I don't feel like being greedy. It can tribute itself to make a monster's attack 0, therefore if they even try to attack over it, it would just die. Watch it just be another lightning storm. Let me, yeah. That's fine. You only have... What does that go into? Just the link 4? That's it? Kaiju, Compass. It's not that big a deal. Okay. I am confused. Just a battle. It tags itself out. See, that's the balanced effect of being out in defense position. Smart choice to grab a 5. You can special summon Gladiator Fusion monster from your... Okay. Believe me, I'm gonna spend a few seconds doing this. Or... you can do that. I'm really confused. That effect is not once per turn. Okay. This is very long and insane. It's coming back when the effects are completed. Yeah. Don't really know why you activated it. You're doing this like you've done it. Oh, that's good. That's getting kaiju'd. 100% that's getting kaiju'd. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can negate the activation if you do destroy it. Oh, that hurts a lot. Once per chain, when a opponent activates a monster effect, you can discard, lose 8 exactly under attack, and you negate it. Once per turn, when an opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can negate the activation if you destroy it. You choose the attack. Choose the attack targets. I have, man, that's 2 negates on board. I can kaiju nothing. When spell attack card is activated, you can discard 1 card and negate the activation too. Oh, it's 3 negates! Holy cow! He ended a board on 3 negates. Woo! Puppy would have had a lot to say about that. Man. I had like a couple of good rounds, but I ain't having a good round now. Alright. Well... let's get the main one out of there. I'm gonna be completely hysterical if they choose not to negate it. Because I'm literally just gonna make the tokens, set the trap card, and pass. Come on, I already know you're gonna negate it. Come on. I'm just choosing not to quit out because I'm just gonna let you attack me. Like, you set up an impressive board. Like, good on you. Are you? What? No! What? That made no sense! Are you kidding me? No, I gotta go back and save that. What? Also, yeah, that's insane. What? Holy cow. Okay, so try to interrupt plays. Try to special summon, Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I know what they may be trying to do, but, like, it's... Okay, so it's just these two. Maybe. Because the rest are too high of a level. This is some convoluted stuff. I mean, like, granted, it's cool, but, like, whoa. Grab these real quick. Grab the thing I've been kind of waiting for. I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't. That was weird. I genuinely have no idea what they were thinking. That monster should have allowed them. That monster should have allowed them to. That monster should have negated the effect, and therefore I would have been blocked. But they surrendered. That. Alright, well, this is a absolutely terrifying, or absolutely terrible hand. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to activate this card. I would love to Lightning Storm. And I also would love to not summon this card, because I don't have... The only thing I would make with it... Let's see. Yeah, they can't... Is it, Those cards reveal into set cards in the field cannot be destroyed by artifacts. They cannot destroy my Mirrored Force at all. They would have to bounce it. This is the FTK again, isn't it? It's the Crusadia FTK. Magius, which Magius says as long as you have a card in hand, it can special summon itself on the field to where an arrow is pointing. Yeah. And then those two, yeah, it links up over and over and over and over and over, and then puts other stuff on other things. Yeah, the only thing I can do is... It cannot be destroyed. You have to find a way to bounce it. Crusadia seems really crazy. I'll be honest. Just this whole constant link climbing. It's making me kind of want to play it a little bit. Super FTK. It's a field spell, okay. You can target. Whoa. Oh, he had played it. It was just the effect of that hitting the field. Okay. Gotcha. I will say, it's an interesting FTK. I don't mind Update Jammer. Turn the 2 into Update Jammer. Yeah, this is the one where it's like, make a second. Yeah. There's no arrows they can go to. Not yet. Once per turn, yeah, so it can't do that again. Was it Graveyard, Zombie Synchro, Crusadia, FTK. Now it has arrows it can go to, but again, it's already done it once. Although, yeah, it's only a 26 that can attack twice. I really don't understand what they're doing. There's the 5. Yeah, this turn I can attack all monsters I control, but I don't control any. So it's only going to swing once. Or it's going to swing twice. Yeah, this is not an efficient FTK. You can choose it, but it doesn't mean it can swing an extra number of times. It would still only be 62, right? Face up card your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of the turn. Wow. Okay, well it goes to 25. Set a card? Yes. What card? I don't know. I don't know what helps in this situation. What do I have? I have a thing that makes a bigger body, a thing that copies a body. I don't have tokens, period. Solemn Judgment sounds really nice. Albeit not really 2. I can't actually activate Scapegoat this turn. Which, if I had thought about it, that would have actually been a smart thing to figure out. It's like, don't set that, because I've already summoned this turn. But... that you cannot summon other monsters a turn, you activate this card. You'd think, in theory, you'd be able to activate this at any point, even after doing a whole bunch of stuff. You cannot summon other monsters a turn, you activate. But yeah, it's a retroactive effect of like... I could stall, and I think that might be what I end up doing. I could summon these and stall for time, because otherwise this card is going to go away anyway. If you negate it, I was going to say, if you negate it, I'll be happy. And put bodies on the board just so that I have something to work with. Okay. So you have, yeah, it's an FTK that runs cards to just prevent you from doing anything. Yeah, so what is it? If this card goes away, they lose the ability to attack. Oh, yeah, they're gonna still be able to clear my entire board. They can attack twice. But is that enough? That's the question though, right? They can make a big board, right? But the card would go away if they linked again. Let's say 32, 29. And it's not at an arrow that it's pointing to. The normal summon would have had me pop the Link monster anyway with Puppy. Yeah, I'm already craving using my main deck. I just felt like having fun with this one. I will admit, I've had a couple of good games. It's the most I can hope for with the token deck. 100% is just have a good couple of games. I might actually make the hand traps normal for only one specific reason. That's because there is kind of it is lacking other cards in the deck. could always normal summon. I don't have an Ash in here. I can't remember what Ash is. If it's like a level 3 or anything like that, and if any of these are compatible with it. I know it's not really compatible with anything. I think it's not compatible with anything. I know it's a tuner. Okay. So what card are they pitching in order to... Are they... Well, true. Are they popping anything? Yeah, that's... No, that's lethal. That's plenty enough. Because they just punch this and then that. Yeah, there wasn't... I don't think there was... Alright. You know what? We're at the hour 56 mark. We're gonna go ahead and copy from my deck. Yep, it'll go away, but I didn't change much. We're just gonna automatically upgrade to this and see if we can't get a couple games in. Just to kind of prepare for the next stream. It does suck losing all of those, but let's see. I can lose another kaiju just because I can't use the main card that I'm actually trying to use. I don't think I have a second one. Oh, I do have a second one. That's right. That's right. Those are in the deck for a different card, and the card's not there anymore, so... Let's see. What are we missing? Other than a proper second copy of Melffy of the Forest. Mama, Joyous... let's see, Synchro 10. Okay, so not that. I do actually already have everything here. Let's see. Go to staple cards, maybe. Let's see something I don't have in here. I still definitely prefer Royal Decree, in a way. I think I decided to run this card just because it does grab a like Melffy card, a caddy, and stuff like that. Pulls it onto the field, cannot be destroyed by battle. But Call by the Haunted technically is a lot better. Maybe? We can do that as a spare monster. I know it's been a while since I've edited this deck. It's kind of weird looking. This one I definitely don't run hand traps. Just because I'm looking for consistency. Ooh, I know another... there's another deck I think I'd rather be playing a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, I did all this work and it's for nothing. Okay. You know what? Yeah, we gotta. This is fine. Arrow Mages, I think, are actually fine. You can run those, I think, at full power. Ignisters... No. Okay. It just straight up says no. Wind Witch, I think, is fine. Well, I'm not too driven to do that. Scarclaw, no. Unchained, you can't, but I can do this one. This one I can do, and it's only missing a couple cards. And I think this one's way more efficient to just prepare and run. Access, get rid of those. Let's see. Make sure to get rid of the rest of the cards you can't use. Yeah. Weirdly enough, I can run this. For the most part, I'm fine leaving it that way. Hold on. Let's say... I really do like this card. It's just, like, what is it? During the end phase, you can change all monsters you control to face down defense position to get all their effects off again. And it's not a bad card at all, especially since it is crawlers. I think it's just like, instead of focusing on that card more, there's other cards I'd rather be focusing on. There is one line that I cannot remember how to do, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and just do like one or two of these, just because it's like, I did tokens, you know, it's fine. Let's do something else. Yes, I will definitely go first. Crawlers always goes first. If I can get her, I actually have tribute fodder. If somehow they summon a monster and just swing, I would be devastated. It's just like, oh, I know how crawlers work. Normal summon, swing. Alright. That's a lot of cards. I don't know how I feel about all those cards. Alright, well... you can only activate each effect once per turn. Yeah. I don't plan on doing anything else, so I'm actually going to go ahead and preemptively set this, go to combat, swing, see what happens. Especially when vampire monster for your deck, but destroy it during the end phase of this turn. You can only activate one vampire awakening. So they didn't have any cards in hand? Like any monsters? Something you can pay for. Alright, well, there we go. That's exactly what I needed. Ignoring an effect. I think it negates it, but once it hits... Oh yeah, it's just gonna completely shut everything off. Okay. What can I go into? Oh, yeah, the thing that I am not intending to go into. That is pretty much like the most painful series of events I think I've ever seen. Right there. You can almost summon one power in additions. Each time you repair once with the balance, you can. Yeah, let's. I don't know. 4,000 is a lot to pay, but extra summoning in life. That sounds like an actual nightmare. I'd rather you just normal summon once. Man, so much graveyard cards. Stop. Oh. It's like 7 times out of 10 somebody uses something that's graveyard related, but if you build a deck with graveyard hate in it, you end up queuing against the 3 out of 10 that doesn't use graveyard. And you're just like, cool, I have dud cards. I'll admit, someone did mention, like, you want to ask and, like, know what the meta is for Duel Masters. Or, sorry, Master Duel. Yeah, it's whatever happens to be the most broken deck at the time, and then FTKs. That's a fair thing to do. That's basically what I was wanting. Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't really matter. My choices automatically are already picked out for me. Yeah. Although the other card would just be a lot funnier. I'm assuming they have the ability to respond. Yeah. Which turn when a monster you can target a monster your opponent controls whose attack is higher than this card, equip it to this card, gain attack ability. This card sends the graveyard while equipped to a monster as effect, special summon it. What was it? Once per turn when this card or a vampire monster you're normal on the field. So, this card's normal summoned. When this card's special summoned, you can declare your opponent sends top card of the type. This card special summon. So he's done, right? Like, he doesn't do anything else. I'm more afraid of that thing, I think. Target something, flip it face down. That monster doesn't need to be face down. I could preemptively set this face down, yes, to go search again. But honestly, I think I'm just going to end phase. Yeah, you can target one face that monster field. That's not the effect that normally triggers. Yes, that's the one I want to activate, not its other effect. This kind of hurts me in the long run, doesn't it? Because this means it will negate it, yes, but if they go into battle, that's the way they'll get rid of this, but they'll have to sack their other card. They pay for it because they have to. I think it's negated. This is why normal flipping this card up is best. It's obviously a defense position. I mean, okay, as long as it doesn't have any effects that go off. Yeah, that's pretty much all they were going for. That was the worst target you could have picked. I feel like that was like the worst target. Not really, but still. Oh, that just makes things even like worse. I'm not gonna activate the effect because I actually need this to trigger. I need both targets to still be in the deck. That part is that I actually don't... Oh yeah, I could get the graveyard one. No. I think I need the graveyard one for the effect of the other spell. Yeah. Okay, let's see if this can go through. That needs to stay, so the pot needs to go this. 21 deaths, which means that it's death. If I wanted to, I could exude death on it. What is it? When a monster effect is activated while a monster with the same name is in the graveyard, you can negate the activation. If a monster is special summoned from opponent's graveyard, you can tribute 2 monsters, special summon this card from your graveyard. Okay. It can negate as long as oh wait, I know how to fix that. No, okay. I should have read the effect then and had done the one in the graveyard. Your opponent can target other monsters you control that were special from the graveyard. With this card's effect, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 level 9 monster in your graveyard, 1 monster and special summon it. I put it in attack position. Dang it. Don't know if I would really put it that way. Kind of fumbling a little bit. I think it's been like a hot minute since I've used this deck, so. But I'm working on it, I think. Let's do this one. Let's see if this goes through, because it can't target, I think. Yeah, but it's still gonna, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, I summoned it in attack position, so it's gonna get run over. And I'm kind of pressing buttons at the moment. But it doesn't have battle protection or destruction protection, so it's just... Oh yeah, quick effect. It could just negate its effect anyway. Let's see... And it's once per turn, isn't it? Once per turn. No, This would be a really bad play, I think. I think I just went neg and card advantage. banish this card greater than target one link monster on the field, special summon one crawler monster from your hand. Sure, this looks good. I get what you're saying with the BLS, the Blackluster Soldier. I could just walk over the card. I'm not worried about punching it, I'm worried about the back row. However, you know, as I say that, I don't actually know what its effect is, so I'd have to read it real quick. Because that's another card I don't use that often. What is the effect? I'm pretty sure it said something along the lines of... in the face down defense position? Face down position. Yeah, face down defense position. Sure. This is pretty much the one that I'm gonna need to turn off his stuff. Yeah, I guess it's fair. That's the main thing I was going for, is just making sure the card just went away. Even if I lose, if the mouse is stopped messing up. Yeah. BLS. It had a level 7 or higher monster's material, can be targeted. Yeah. And that's why it's in the deck. It's in the deck because of that. You're gonna shuffle one. You're gonna gamble on one card and one last card in hand. Okay. Was it enough? Okay. All right. We barely made it back from that. I can't lie. I was definitely on the edge of my seat for that one. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna say that. That was rough. Yeah. That's another card I probably need to craft. I just hadn't gotten around to it. Because my crafting material has been, like, very thin for a long time. But I also make too many. I think IP probably is the next one I need to make. That's definitely the first. But yeah, so if any of that match didn't make sense, it's but yeah, it is a very good card. The only deck that can properly use it is the deck that's illegal in this. And if you asked me what the name of it was, I wouldn't be able to tell you because I cannot remember. Oh man. It's Prediction Princess Crawler. Prediction Princess allows you to special summon flip monsters from the graveyard at the end phase, and you can target a monster and... Oh, am I not close enough to the mic? Apologies. There's one deck that can use IP correctly, but I cannot remember the archetype. Oh, it's AI. The AI deck that I have can use it really well. Most other decks might be able to. One second. Maybe that'll help. I don't have a crawler, so this is offline. I guess I can do this just because. Actually, it's not a bad idea, because I have this pot of Forbidden in hand. We have Prediction Princess and Crawlers to kind of have a floodgate on the board, but also the ability to flip things face down and flip things face up. We go to the end phase. Okay, so because it's asking that, I'm going to say no, and then say yes to this one. Okay. No. This will be the first time I've ever actually targeted this card to be summoned. But yeah, Pot of the Spit. Flip it to draw 2 cards, bounce all of the spells and traps, destroy all the monsters, or look at their hand and shuffle 1 card back. Very, very amusing card. It's very bad, but it's actually very good in this deck. Because it's a 9 that can be used for tribute summoning for this. And because of how its effect works, it can always just come back if it stays alive. Also, how's your day going, by the way? Yes, in theory, because Prediction Princess is a quick effect, I can react to anything that they do, allowing me to trigger its effect to flip anything. Anything face down and anything face up. For instance, this. I'll just go ahead and react to it. We're going face up monster. I don't know what I'm going to do, but the draw would be the best option, I think. I'm really tempted to rip something out of their hand, though. Yeah. It's still not on the field when it flipped in order to resolve its effect. Yeah. That's fair. And just on pure principle of this being Infinitrack, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Also, this is a theme event of decks being in the solo mode, and I'm pretty sure Infinitrack is not one of those. So, the theme of the event is incorrect because too many cards are legal. I still find that funny. I'm glad your day's going well. Mine's alright. Solid day so far. Let's see. Dino FTKs. Yeah, that's the thing about Master Duel is like if you're not building an FTK, then you're just building a game or you're building a deck that just has like the most amount of like resource looping and stuff possible. Dino FTK, yeah. If it was Dino Mist, it would make perfect sense. Like, bet you it's not. Well, that's a card that kind of doesn't work. No, actually it does. Yeah, just dinos. Let's try it again. The good part is that if it does manage to get to the end phase, that pot of forbidden is still in the graveyard. Okay. Fableeze. I got 11k on main account using for hire though. Let's see, what does this do? This card destroys the opponent's monster in a battle. You can attach this. You can attach one from this card. Take. What is great? You contribute one link monster special card. Well, they don't have a link, so what I'd actually rather do is just punch it. I think, because I didn't read anything that said. All right. I've seen. Oh, it was 17k. I got 17k'd by Crusadia. Crusadia is the one FTK deck I've seen so far. It is a huge amount of link summoning, a whole lot of special summoning, and then just hope for field spell and punch everything multiple times. Well, okay. I see where you're going with it, like FTK with like possibly burning and stuff like that. But go ahead, explain. If your opponent controls more monsters, you do special summon 1 level 4 or lower and 1 level 5 or higher Earth Vision to get their effects. Also cannot do you cannot declare attacks the turn you activate this card except when machine monsters. Oh, well, it doesn't matter then. So for higher though, Dino FTK does. Okay. If I remember I'm just gonna do the... I imagine they'd still be able to do something useful, but I figured, again, I'd just try to go for that effect. That's like the second time I've ever used this card. But yeah, manipulating monsters, battle positions, putting a crawler on the field that just negates all opponents' monster effects. Yeah, it does make it easier to punch. Crawlers that have flip effects, stuff like that. It's a fun flip deck, but definitely not my more serious one. But I definitely prefer playing with fun decks. I don't think I have anything that's meta. Because even like I have Tri-Brigade cards, but I just refuse to play it. That is not a terrible card to draw. Let me read this card again one more time. It's in here for one specific purpose. Cannot be link summoned except during main phase 2. Okay. I mean, I'll just bring it out anyway, just because I punch with it. Let's see, if I do... The bad part is like, in a bit of meta. Yeah, I think... I'll point out the other deck here in a little bit. I know one deck of mine is kind of meta, but it's just because it's a very good Link deck. And then Unchained, which is, it's a, what would be called like a rogue deck. But I love Unchained. I love Unchained so much. If I did this, and I brought this back, it would still allow me to keep the cards that I want. I'm just trying to find use for this cat. That's all I'm trying to do. It's in defense position. I did it correctly this time. I swear. Flipping it face down would not do anything. Its main use for the cat is to rip someone opponent's graveyard. Yeah. I see your graveyard for sure. I don't mind the cat because it allows me to kind of bring things back slowly but surely to just make sure that they have like additional protection. And then I finally get to do this. Where are you? There you are. No, to be honest, I don't really understand the Labyrinth cards that well. And from what I've seen, it's like a trap control deck. I'm like, trap control deck is fine, it's still just not my style. We're gonna send... Isn't it this one? Yes, it is this one. And then we're going to link into... Well, that doesn't help me at all. This is the one I'm going into. 2 monsters going to be linked while you have a World Legacy card in your graveyard. Yeah, that's a World Legacy card. I must have locked myself out of... It just says 2 monsters. It can't be summoned except for main phase 2. Yeah, it can be. There's not really much I can do about it now. Yeah, the field spell. Yeah. I've seen some gameplay. It is cool. This card must be... When this face-up attack position card is selected as attack position, change it to venture. When this card's normal summon, add 1 carry card. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to spell it correctly, but yeah, have you heard of Melffy's? Because that's actually my main. I run a beast deck. Add 1 to your hand and change the position of the card. I guess if I had flipped this face down, the spell wouldn't have actually triggered. Because it wouldn't actually be controlling 1. Yeah. No. I can do Tri-Brigade Melffy. I refuse to. Just because I already run a very sophisticated system of cards anyway. And then I actually run maybe one Tri-Brigade main deck monster and 2 Tri-Brigade traps. Just because you can still get the effect off with all the beasts. I'm actually waiting for Sprite so I can mix those into the Melffy deck, and then honestly a couple other archetypes would run great in it. We just need, I don't know. This selection pack that we got is not terrible, to be honest. I am trying to use the cards from it, and I'll be spending more gems on packs. Well, like, I definitely cannot turn this face down. Sprite for Darchon. You're an evil person. Oh, and they just didn't say mine, so, okay. I'm good with that. Sprite with Drytron. How dare you? Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a sacred game. Don't you put that on us. Sure, I'll save that. I'm actually saving these. One extra interaction, yeah, I know, right? I'm actually saving these because on the actual channel is a whole bunch of replays that I repost. But I've started to stream because I wanted to not only streaming content, but also to interact with people who might be interested to watch and stuff like that, and kind of try to promote myself a little bit better. And I'm working on it. Love frogs. Yeah, I feel like everybody secretly or openly loves frogs. I think it's one of the rare occasions of just like a really cool low-level deck that's just really powerful. Well, not low, yeah, low-level monsters. That's just really powerful. That's what Melffys are for me, honestly. Totally. I don't know about like the best card, but it's definitely one of the best. Alright, cool, I have 2K. I can work with that. 2 grand is definitely better than 0, which is what I had at the beginning of this. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, so Heroic Warriors has Vendreads, which I'm trying to get, and I'm trying to build a regular Thurion deck, even though everybody just uses the 30-on cards for an engine. But yeah, let's see what we get. Yeah, I like the idea though. That's the thing. I like pure 30-on. Well, I would say like you could splash something in, but I definitely like the idea of running the deck. I don't actually know what we're looking for. I know we're looking for supers and ultras. Definitely don't need that. Let's see. Vendred Core I think is okay. Yeah. I think the biggest thing about making a pure one is, like I was saying, you're gonna have to splash in other cards, but that's a project in of its own, because it's a matter of like what cards exist to support it, right? Because if you want a card in the grave, that'd be Foolish Berry. If you ran one of the crawler cards, it has the ability to, when flip summoned, send any monster in your deck to the graveyard, like any. I think I don't actually need that. I might need that. Second copy, I think? Well, yeah, you're right. You say too slow, but I don't mind slow. I do need that. I actually do need that. One more copy of that, please. Level 8. I think so. I think you're right. Yeah, I think they are level 8. That's good. I don't have the main deck ultra rare Libromancers, but that's still a good start. That's okay. Alright. Keep giving me theory on love. I love it. Yes. See, there you go. It's slow. Very slow. But trade is a way to get it into the graveyard. Let's see. Milling is not a bad way, too. If you run like a small... What? Abyss engine? If you can? And just mill cards? Because if the cards don't mind being in the graveyard, then anything that puts them in the graveyard works. Even... Ooh. Lightsworn, yeah, but I was also thinking Grass is Greener is legal. I think they do. They might have, like, literally one. I can't remember. I think I saw one that worked okay. But yeah. This card says send it to the deck of the graveyard. So, even crafting a reasonable number of grass in a 60-card deck is not worth it. It is not. But if it was... Oh, I don't know. Like 50 cards, and you still did it, maybe. But yeah. It's a lot of resources for something that may not be worth it. Here, give me a second. I'm gonna go to my Theron deck, see what I just got. Oh, yeah. I was gonna show you. Ignister, thank you. The spells are AI, but yeah. Ignister is the one I would put IP in, just because I love Ignister. This is the closest I think I have to meta. Ignore this. I don't actually run that. It doesn't even have the boss monster. I want Scareclaw, but I stopped. Buying the packs. It's just because it's like it's not gonna happen. Okay. What we need, and this is not the deck I'm trying to build, it's just trying to flesh out the deck list. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot to pay attention to that. Yeah. Yeah, it pretty much does just require putting cards in the graveyard. Yeah. That was pretty much the only thing I could think of at the time to plug in. I have not fully started working on the deck. So I haven't crafted Foolish yet. I actually don't use it in any deck. I have Extra Foolish because that was actually useful in a different way. I can't remember. It was... No, I remember what it was for. I can understand that it is, but I actually don't run the main deck monster. Not only did I not roll it, but I haven't crafted it, and I'm just not worried about it, because I have 2 ways to trigger Faithful Adventure. And like I said, I'm low on dust. That 120 is me saving for like a big spend. I mean, yes and no. I've still made it work. I have still triggered Faithful Adventure well enough. Faithful Adventure actually is in the token deck because it has tokens, and it has really good synergy with it, and so does the Adventure token itself. Where is it? Unchained. Yeah, token beat down. Foolish. Come on, where is it? Extra Foolish. Oh, Alistair Spriggan. So I had a Spriggan deck that actually had Albaz in it. That's why I had it. Extra Foolish Burial in there. And then Wind Witch. My favorite way to use Extra Foolish Burial. Which one is it again? It's this one. You can target 1 card in either player's graveyard until the end phase. This card's name becomes that target's original name and replaces its effect. Extra Foolish Burial, Lyrilusk. A level 8 becomes a Lyrilusk that's been Foolish buried. $500 times its own level as burn damage. And gains attack. Yeah. One of my favorite, like, it's not consistent or anything, but it's like a fun piece of tech that is literally possible, so I run it. Alright. I can do that. But the question then would be on what, like, what do you want the setting to be? Do you want it to be casual, or do you want it to be, like, more intense? Also, I really don't need a 3rd copy, but... Or... Is it my 3rd or 4th? I don't know. Standard. Well, I say casual because it's like, you know, like, room for a deck to goof off with, or, does, you know... Or, yeah, is it standard? Standard's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Let me read it real quick. That's not bad. I wouldn't mind a Vendread deck at some point. I'm not the best at ritual decks, so crafting them is definitely an exercise. Spear Karibo's not bad. Hello again. I definitely don't need you, but alright. Alrighty then. Much better you are Libromancer cards I could be getting, but okay. Alright. Well, now that slight bit of progress has been done, let's see. Duel room, create a room. No, are you saying, like, do you want to do a dual room or exchange codes? Because I can go ahead and just craft this room real quick. Okay. No, a dual room is free for anyone to interact with. I can do a... let's see... Well, there you go. You can actually just... I don't really expect anybody to be joining and bothering us. I think people hardly use rooms anyway. But the room ID is up on screen. That would be the best way to actually get here. A lot of us are actually complaining about rooms just not being very good. That's why we wanted public randoms. Okay. Yeah, that'll yeah, 100%. You wanna royal finish off of nice. I'll just use my main deck. The problem is that it's not super meta or anything. It's just for fun. It's just good enough to keep a lot of decks on their toes if they're not firing at all cylinders. Yes, 100%. I'll go first. Obviously, if you're watching while we're dueling, it's a little advantageous of you. But, you know, I won't judge. Yeah. Whee! Would say too bad of a start for a Melffy hand. Terraforming. Are you sure you're not playing Numeron? That sounds like a Numeron play. Labyrinth, there it is. Oh, that's just a mean... Oh, when you play this card, crack some card on the field. That's just mean. Really? Oh, that is, like, so not cool. Unchained Labyrinth? Yeah, sure, I'll activate Caddy. Man... I wonder what you're going to summon. Man, I'm just gonna have to. Alright. Uh, 50-50. I think I did the right one. You're not gonna make me shoot an Unchained. Absolutely not. That's a terrible idea. I'm only reading, not reading. Hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. Everybody does it. Melffy's is like such a strange archetype with like other cards involved. It's just like, I've never seen nor have read any of these cards. What am I supposed to do? You're not gonna make me shoot a Unchained though, I promise you. It's like my one weakness. It's like... Yep, you still can't play it, even if you crack it. You still can't play your field spell. Ow. Wait, you're not gonna Link summon the Link too? Okay. Oh, you're gonna be mad now. Bad part is like, well, I don't have much options. It's like I have to get rid of these Unchained cards, but they're... Let's see. Now I actually have to think. Man. This is a really difficult choice. I know what I can do, but it really doesn't help me at all. What do you have that can interact with my board? If it's summoned by a beast, it can pop something. It can't pop something right now. Cannot do anything except for your turn. It's like I feel like I'm just gonna walk into a negate at this point. All the pauses. Detach a material, go fetch another Melffy card. The other effect is during your turn. Yeah. That's probably just the target a fiend, crack a card, like, all over again. Yeah, this trap recursion is definitely going to be the death of me. What is that? 6, 0. Or just turns into another 3K stick. No. Its quick effect would have basically just been the same as bringing out a 3K beat stick anyway. Yeah, because all it's going to do is tag out for another card. But there's only one other card that's... Yeah, the 3K. The 15 could have been the 3K in the first place. You lose 15. I'm pretty sure you're hitting me for game anyway. The labyrinth didn't even attack. was a good game. Give me a second. Even replays. Didn't want to do math. That's fair. I think the only thing about that duel is just the fact that, like, Closed Forest has saved me on more than one occasion of the... Oh, you just can't activate field spells, period. I love it. You're just not allowed to activate field spells, and it's so much fun. Because, like, what is it? I've stalled out Numerons with that, tunes... Anything that's predominantly field spell heavy. It's like you're playing Unchained and I'm sitting here going, but I want to play Unchained. That part is you actually can't. You can play Unchained. It's so dumb. You can actually play Unchained in the event. You're just not allowed to use the Link monsters or one main deck Unchained monster. But if you really wanted to, you could still use it as a Turbo XZ deck. Because you can kind of turbo out rank 3s. Was it rank 3s? And then possibly get 2 versions of the 8 count. And just go into, I think it's a rank 8. Because it's the same thing with another deck. I have a was it a Turbo Synchro Unchained deck? Yeah, Fiend rank 3s, but you can actually use like red Resonator, which works really well with this deck. And normal summon it, get another Unchained out, and still do your regular Unchained plays. So you can actually just use it as a synchro deck. Actually had to do that, I think, because during a Link event... No, it wasn't Link event. Yeah. It wasn't a Link event. I think it was like a Synchro, or just you couldn't use Link monsters. I had to convert the Unchained deck into something else, because I really wanted to play with it. I think everyone could make a wish list of good cards they would like in any form, at any rank and or level. A very long wish list that could be made. There he is. And 3 back row. Yeah, I definitely can see myself never enjoying fighting Labyrinth. Like, ever. It's actually crazy. You're actually using... It's a highly suppressive trap deck while using a very aggressive absorption deck. Yeah, this is actually this is a really good winning combination for sure. I can see bricking a little bit, maybe, but like even the field spell for the Labyrinth is crazy. Yeah, but I don't care for hand traps. I run 0 hand traps in the Melffy deck, and that's just because I enjoy playing the deck itself. It's the same thing with the Unchained. Yeah, and there's always a good reason to run hand traps, or even like Dark Ruler No More. There's always a good reason for it. It's just if there's enough cards in the deck for me to enjoy, I'm not worried about, you know, running hand traps and stuff. I just have to if you play ranked, it's pretty much required. If you play the events, I mean they're still required. But fortunately, in what is it? Depending on who you fight, they may not run hand traps, or they may not run a deck, you know, that's efficient. But it's still fun. I think I do the 2 Ash and Dogwood just because I don't have a 3rd Ash, and then what is it? I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure I know what you have as your backboard. Back row, there we go. Pretty sure I already know what you have as your back row. So there's really not a point in me playing anymore. Because you've got it. Yeah. Yeah, there's no point in me even trying. Basically, if I don't go first to control the duel, then you're just gonna control the duel. So you're gonna out control me. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, and it's true. There's really good generic trap cards, and if you're able to do it every single turn, okay. I was gonna say, like, I can swap too. I just gotta look and see what I want to play with. I mean, that one would be fun. Yes, because they are normal trap cards. So yeah, just that point alone actually makes Unchained even more consistent in a way. So yeah, that is pretty scary. Let's see. I can try this. This deck I'm a little bit rusty with, just because there's certain ones I enjoy playing with, but I don't use often. So play a deck I never play. Okay, well, as long as it's still not Numerons. I don't know if this gets me anywhere. One? Okay. Interesting. I'm not following you, but okay. Let's see how well this goes. Poorly, I imagine, because I don't even remember what I'm doing. Wait a minute. No. No. What? This card is active? What is it targeting? Oh, it is, isn't it? You can target a monster and you play card, so they pay this card, name it goes. Wait, is it really? Impel and one more. This card is so much better than I thought it was. Holy cow. That's incredible. I didn't realize that it could be used that way, like this. I'm sorry I'm taking up the turn. I apologize. I'm having to like half read the cards, even though for the most part I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing, But a card in my hand is like completely blowing me away because I didn't realize it could do what it's doing, and I'm very happy about it. Also, I'm just patiently waiting. It's like, I wonder what they're playing. It's like one card face down. It's like, okay, respectable. Does nothing the entire turn. Like, what are you doing? No! But I guess the card effect. Oh, well, I definitely didn't need another one of those, but okay. It's not. Ooh, hold on. That's a... Yeah, okay. Oh, I could do this one. You can target... what do I have? I have a... Okay. I can still set. Six cards in hand. I actually like Rivalry of the Warlords and one other card. Problem is that more often than not, they're not a good choice. I'm guessing it wasn't a good draw, or is it like a gimmick compression deck? Like, just a bunch of floodgates? Yeah. That's what it's kind of what I figured, because there's nothing what's going on. What deck am I running? Yeah, I'll go first again. Although I will say, one Kaiser and I will. There's too much of a lag for conversation. Otherwise, I actually would have asked if you wanted to go first or second. Because I thought about it, it's like I should have let you take the option, but the countdown probably would have finished by then. Should have asked beforehand. Let's see what we got here. Well, yeah, I imagine it'll do a lot better this time around. Okay. Sure. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and actually just do this real quick. Let me double check one thing real quick. Okay, yeah. I can what? Oh, I can't math. Okay. That sounds like the psychic gimmick deck that I have. The entire point is to use Super Poly, but to use a specific psychic's ability to swap cards' positions. It's like take your monster, have my monster, and then Super Poly so that I keep your monster, but then I get rid of yours. Yeah, of course. And then I, through obligation, have to counter it. This wasn't even a very good start anyway. Oh no, is it just pure spellbook? Ha 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 ha. Just write in subtitles, the sound of pain. Now I wish I was playing Melffys. Yeah, unless you have a hand trap, like, from what I just saw, you need to be somehow defeated during my turn. Oh, you're just allowed to activate all of your quick play spells because it's the end phase, don't you? See, obviously, if there are one or more monsters on the field with the control of this card, his or opponent cannot place monsters to exceed that number of monsters. Now that I've read it correctly. Okay, that means I can't have more than one monster on the field. got one Kaiser, and yet you've had it in your basically your opening hand twice. I mean, yeah, it's pretty strong. I'm literally about to forfeit this match because I just literally can't do anything. Because, what is it? Every deck is a good deck because no one knows what they're going to be fighting. So if... I mean, you could see about it, but it doesn't mean I want to fight the deck again. If you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to have way more consistent Kaisers. It's like, that's even more problematic. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. I'll go ahead and give you a heads up. I'm up for one more duel. I was having... Maybe, but rival... Well, if you wanted to come across the cards more consistently, Rivalry does allow them to have multiple cards of the same type, but depending on how they run the deck, they may not be able to do that. Like, you locked me out of doing anything because I had a dragon. It's more higher consistency to get to a card that allows you to suppress your opponent's board, whether it's Rivalry or the other one, Kaiser. I don't know about that. You probably know better, which is fine. Let's see. Like I said, I'm good for one more. I definitely enjoyed the interaction and everything, but it's getting pretty late on my side. I'm just trying to figure out what deck I would want to go in with. I'll just do this one just because it's fun. But, yeah, thank you for... I'll go ahead and say it, you know, thank you for dropping by. Enjoyed talking to you and enjoyed the... I'll probably go back and grab them. Probably upload them to the channel. I've got a few to upload. And then hopefully stream tomorrow. Tomorrow or Friday. And, try to have do some Melffy in the event. Alright, how do we want to do this? That's the question. don't think that's a bad turnout. Oh yeah, I just realized a card I can put in here that would be really hilarious. I actually probably, yeah, I should definitely put this card in the deck after this duel. I think there's enough room. That's definitely not the card I want to be targeting that with. Sorry about that, I just got a message and scared the living bejesus out of me. Let's see... I'll just, yeah. This is probably one of my favorite decks that I just own, because not only did I craft this whole deck because I found a random card from the whole archetype, I love Spriggans and I love Alistair, and originally Albaz was in it, but what was it? I prefer Alistair in this deck because it's just funnier. This is more fun. Nothing I can do about that. Wind Chandler, okay. Okay. Yep. I can see where this is going. I'm just gonna get out of here. I've got a line, but it's gonna take a second. So funny enough, I don't know if you watch Master Saga, but it's a series that DZeef does. And what is it? I'm ashamed to say, but like on DZeef's series, oh, it's Farfa. Sorry, Farfa used Ritual Beast for like 3 different episodes just because it was really strong. So it's really funny to see someone else actually using it after seeing, you know, that deck be used quite a bit in the Master Saga series. So it's cool to see it, but at the same time, I'm just sitting here like, oh, I know what that does. You alright? I'm used to the Duel Links combos. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to work that at all, actually. Yeah, this might as well just be the Fluwanderees before Fluwanderees, where it's like, I get to play during your turn, kind of shenanigans. Oh yeah, absolutely. sorry for being quiet. Combination of having to think and figure out the best course of action. Not exactly great options. Hello. I see someone has decided to join us. Please excuse our very invigorating match on Spiritual Demon versus Brigand. Let's see, that's the link. Normal summon. And then quickly bounce it to, yeah. This monster and 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 this monster, and but wait, there's more. I'm gonna juggle this monster and this monster and this monster. It's almost big enough to punch over the card. Almost. I keep checking the cards to see what they do, and I just keep seeing the same text of bounce me and bring 2 cards back, bounce me and bring 2 cards back. It's like, okay. If I remember correctly, no, it is once per turn. Okay. I may have to, like, it's not that I don't have a fighting chance with my decks. Oh yeah, sure, that's a fun trap to reveal. It's not that I don't have the ability to win with my decks. It's just I don't build with the same sentiment of like, I need to make sure I have a whole bunch of specific cards, you know, that are meta when it comes to like dealing with people's boards and stuff like that. Like I have only one Solemn Judgment. Certain things that I've gotten for free or may have randomly pulled, I've just got like ones of. It's like I may have to get a little bit more serious about deck building, but again, I just play for the fun of it. Plus, I don't have enough experience, so deck crafting is difficult for me anyway. You can out it now. Or I guess you can't. Or was it add to hand? Could you not do your battle phase? Okay, well, you might explain it, but I'll read it here in a second. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, it's still it's still a 32. I don't plan on being able to beat it. Also, what am I supposed to do? As soon as I activate anything, you're just gonna activate the trap and just destroy my stuff. Hold on a minute. Yeah, that's what I figured. It wasn't going to be enough. I mean, I see what I did. The problem is it doesn't matter. I'm just waiting for you to activate that trap card to blow up my monsters. So I guess, if anything. You're going to activate it whether you like it or not. like waiting through my turn being over with you doing stuff, so because I had no fuel after that. That was a good game though. I don't know. I guess I need to be less stingy on the decks I make. Yeah, good games. I've got some decks I can make. I probably have some decks in general that I can make and have running. I just don't have them already built. So I guess I should probably consider that. Just work on putting a few more general decks together. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Again, glad you dropped by. Offered to play, you know, and we chatted, so appreciate it very much. And yeah, you have a good night, and maybe I'll see you again.